Before you pack your bags or run for the hills, you need to know this. Tacoma isn't what it used to be. Some say it's better, some say it's just different. But what's really going on in this city right now? If you're thinking about moving to Tacoma, or maybe you're already here and wondering if you made the right choice, this video is your brutally honest, no fluff guide to living in Tacoma in 2025. I'm breaking down everything, the good, the bad, and the weird stuff no one tells you until it's too late. So what's it really like living in the city of destiny in 2025? Let's get into it. Let's start with the pros because yes, there are some big ones. Pro number one, you get more house for your money compared to Seattle or California. Let's be real, Seattle housing prices are straight up wild. In Tacoma, you can still get sticker shock, but it's more like a slap in the face versus a knockout punch. The median home price here is hovering around $550,000 compared to over $850,000 in Seattle. That's a huge difference when you're buying your first home or trying to upsize. And we're not just talking about tiny boxes. In Tacoma, you'll actually find charming craftsman homes, mid-century moderns with big yards, and even some water view properties that don't require a big tech salary. Pro number two, the views are insane. On a clear day, yes, we do get those. Mount Rainier looks close enough to touch, whether you're walking along Ruston Way, hiking up to Point Defiance, or just sipping coffee from your front porch. The mountain has a way of making everything else seem small in the very best way. And if you're into water, the Commencement Bay waterfront is absolutely stunning. You'll catch seals, paddle boarders, and cargo ships all in the same view. Pro number three, it's a growing city with a cool, gritty vibe. Tacoma's like Seattle's cooler, younger cousin that didn't go corporate. There's art, music, and small businesses popping up, and murals on nearly every other building. We've got a historic downtown that's being revitalized, breweries galore, and a food scene that punches way above its weight class. Kingfisher and Rye, Camp Colvos, Wooden City, there's creativity everywhere. And it's not polished or perfect. It's raw, authentic, and local.
Thinking about moving to the Tacoma, Washington, or South Sound area? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have created the ultimate relocation guide to save you hours of research, and it's linked below. From the most popular neighborhoods to top-rated schools and all the other things you want to know before moving here. The best part is this guide is 100% free to you. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. I hope this helps.
Pro number four, the traffic. It's manageable. Now let me be clear, it's not a ghost town, but compared to Seattle or even parts of Portland, Tacoma's traffic is still bearable. Yes, I-5 does get a bit gnarly, especially around the Tacoma Dome, but day to day, you can generally get across town in 20 to 30 minutes. And if you live near where you work or work from home, you're golden. Pro number five, nature lovers, this is your playground. Tacoma is surrounded by green. Point Defiance Park is 700 acres of trails, gardens, and a legit zoo. You've got Dash Point State Park, Chambers Bay, and tons of waterfront parks where you can hike, bike, fish, or just picnic and chill. Plus, Mount Rainier National Park is only 90 minutes away. Whether you're hardcore into hiking or just want to touch snow in July, you've got options. Pro number six, which is one of my favorites, it's diverse and real. Tacoma isn't all cookie cutter. It's a city with cultural depth. You'll find a mix of backgrounds, ages, and perspectives. People here are laid back, real, and generally pretty welcoming. There's a strong military presence thanks to Joint Base Lewis McChord, or JBLM, and that gives the city an interesting mix of global and local energy. Okay, now let's talk about the cons. Because listen, no city is perfect. And Tacoma does have some rough edges. Con number one, crime rates are a thing. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. Yes, Tacoma has crime, and it's not just the petty stuff. Property crime is high. Car thefts are a regular headache. In fact, Tacoma has one of the highest rates of stolen vehicles in the state. Violent crime is concentrated in certain areas. Hilltop used to be the city everyone avoided, But these days, crime is a lot more spread out. The city is doing work to improve this, but if safety is your top priority, you need to be super intentional about the neighborhood you choose. Con number 2, homelessness and the housing shortage. Like a lot of cities on the West Coast, Tacoma is struggling with homelessness. Encampments are visible in some areas, and it's clear that affordable housing is a major issue. Projects like Viridian Grove and Aviva Crossing are trying to help fill that gap with income-restricted units, but demand is outpacing supply. If you're hoping to rent something clean and safe under $1,500, it's a challenge.
Now for the question of the day. For those of you who are thinking about making the move to Tacoma, Washington, where are you moving from? And what is the main reason you're thinking about leaving your current city? I'm truly curious, so make sure to let me know down in the comments.
Con number 3, the weather will test your soul. If sunshine is your love language, like it is for me, this one is gonna sting. Tacoma is gray, like really gray from November through March. You can go weeks here without a full day of sun. It's not freezing, but the combination of rain, fog, and early sunsets starts to get to people, especially if you're coming from California, Arizona, or anywhere else with a lot of light. Seasonal depression is real here. So make sure you've got a good therapist, a solid vitamin D routine, and maybe even a happy light. I have one. I'm not joking. Con number 4, the job market is still finding its footing. If you're in healthcare, education, or logistics, Tacoma's got jobs for you. Although a lot of jobs in education just got slashed. If you're looking for the tech or finance salaries of Seattle, not happening. Most people either commute north or work remotely. The city is trying to attract more industries, and there's definitely been growth, but the average salary still lags behind Seattle and Bellevue. You've got to weigh that against the lower cost of living in comparison. Con number 5, Tacoma's still in the middle of growing up. Tacoma is developing fast, but it's not all the way there yet. Some areas feel shiny and new, while others still feel like they're stuck in the 80s. Public transportation is improving with the light rail expansion, but it's not where it needs to be yet. Construction zones are everywhere, and not all revitalization projects stay on track. Living in Tacoma in 2025 is kind of like watching a teenager go through a growth spurt. There's promise, there's potential, but there's also the awkward phases. Let's talk about the challenge that people run into most when deciding if Tacoma is the right place for them: the trade-off. You get more space, cool vibes, and affordability, but you're also giving up some of the polish, prestige, and perceived safety of a more developed city. Some people moving here think it's going to be a smaller version of Seattle. It's not. It is grittier. It's messier. But that's also kind of its magic. Now here is where it gets interesting. A lot of people come to Tacoma for the prices, but they stay for the community. I've seen it happen again and again. A couple moves here from LA or Texas thinking they'll try it for a year. Fast forward 3 years later, they're involved in their neighborhood council. Their kids are thriving at a dual language school, and they can't imagine living anywhere else. It's definitely not love at first sight for everyone, but for the right person, Tacoma feels like home in a way that's hard to explain until you're living it.
Hey guys, it's Ruthie, and as much as I love making these videos, there's one thing I love more, and that's helping families and people from all over the US make the move to Tacoma, Washington. I've helped hundreds of families make the move, so whether you're coming out next week, next month, or next year, I'd love to help. My contact information is right here and linked in the description. My team and I look forward to helping you and your family make the move to Tacoma, Washington.
Is Tacoma for you? If you want shiny, pristine perfection and don't like surprises, probably not. But if you're okay with a city that's a little rough around the edges, full of personality, views that blow your mind, and a sense of community that actually shows up, you might just fall in love. Here's the deal. Tacoma isn't trying to be Seattle. It's doing its own thing. And in a world full of copy-paste cities, that actually counts for something. If you're thinking about the move and want to see how different neighborhoods compare, or want the scoop on the best places to buy in 2025, check out some of my other videos or give me a call.